So, and welcome everybody to the armchair trading floor. It is the 4th of February 2018. Plenty going on, actually, plenty going on. But in today's video, what I sort of wanted to do with everybody was to do a couple of things, actually. Which is the first thing, we're going to go over this week's watch list. Secondly, what we're going to do is we're going to actually have a look at the live crypto trade that we are hoping is going to actually hit. And then finally, I'm going to talk you through our new member zone, and finally, just where I see things going and how we're going to obviously improve what we can do. And I'll actually talk you through a final few of these widgets as well, so you guys can familiarize yourself with this new system that we've obviously got launched right here. So first things first, let's look at the trade that we sent out earlier on today on Ripple. So if I take a look right here, I'll just quickly scroll to the crypto zone. Now, if I have a look on here, just to explain this, let's have a look. Right, yes. So basically, on here, this is the actual reversal, and this is the same trade that we actually traded when we did Ripple on the 13th or 14th of December. Now, I'm on an hourly chart right here, but basically what I'm going to do is I'm going to explain the move that we saw when Ripple absolutely exploded, hitting from 0.22 to 3.40. So we all made decent money trading on the way up. I know a few of us have also got some holdings that we've got. I said this from the start, keep on holding, keep hold of all of those coins. The price will go back up. It's just market cycles. Admittedly wrong on a few times and trying to catch a turn, but overall, basically, we're still quite comfortable with the position, and actually, the position that we're hoping that we're going to enter will or should be the final kiss for this reversal, so we can actually hit price back up to new highs. I'm talking $4, $5, $6 in the near term as well. Again, I didn't expect price to fall down this low because I expected that this correction that's actually happening right now is the one that I illustrate, well, that I explained that I actually expected to happen in August 2018. I still think that there's going to be a further pullback, but I don't think that it's going to actually be as strong as this one. So maybe I've got them mixed around. Price will go up. We do expect a massive pullback just after. You're probably talking July, August time. I expect a huge pullback, even bigger than this one, but hopefully price, that just means that for it to be bigger, price will actually explode this time around, so we'll all make some decent money on the way up, just like we did at the back end of December. So this is the blank chart right here. I'm on the hourly chart from this picture. So the explanation of what actually happened on the Ripple trade, and you guys will have seen the videos, I think I put it in the crypto zone as well, is looking here, there we go, that's got the notes on. Price right there, oh, this decides not to play ball. Yeah, so what happened was price spiked all the way down for the last kiss. We had this massive candle up, which was a signal. Price pulled back, created a new level of support. So support is the bottom, resistance is the top. You can see up, down, and then eventually, as soon as we broke resistance, that there was that final move, which was a kiss. The last kiss where we actually got, I don't know if you can see this zoomed in, is a breakthrough, this level right here, 0.250, break through that resistance, spiked up to 0.265, did a retest, and then just absolutely exploded up. So you look at it, it went from 0.24 to $3.40 within 5 weeks. Absolutely massive gain. But what I actually expect right now is actually the markets are shaping up with the exact same move. The signals that we've received over the last few weeks, yeah, we lost a few percent, mirrored this slightly. However, the spike up that I've seen in the last few weeks have not been as big as this one. So if we actually look at the next picture, this is a screen grab of yesterday. So then you can actually see, if I just look at that before and after, the structure, the market structure right here is becoming very similar for this Ripple, this XRP chart. So this was at 9 AM yesterday. Again, what have we got? Immediate pullback. So we had a massive spike up and then immediate pullback to create a support level. Massive spike up. The pullback hasn't been that wasn't as immediate and it wasn't as strong, but we have actually created a spike level right there. So massive spike up, pulled back, and then what you've actually got is the area right here. So I'm illustrating this right here from yesterday. This spike up created a level of resistance. Now, I was bang on confident that we're going to see a rejection at that resistance level. The reason why is, why wouldn't it happen again? Because you've got this aggressive pullback right here from where price previously was rejected at the 0.95 to $1 region. So next thing that we expected was, if price reaches that $1 region, it's just going to absolutely go back down and head to this level of support. Very simple rejection. Again, we've explained that in the support and resistance PDF brochure on the full members zone. And then what we're actually looking for right now is going to be a final spike down to that previous level of support, which is the similar move that happened in December. So if I have a look through, heads back up to resistance, the same area that it spiked up to, price crashes down, touches that level of support, bounces once, and then continues. So what we're looking for is, we're looking at entries within this new support region. So if I click on the chart for what we expect, here we go. Let's see what happened. Price continued up. So this was earlier on today. Price continued up, showing a slight rejection. And then what we've got here is a final push down. So that's a confirmed rejection. That was 9 AM this morning. Price heading all the way down, and let's see where we're at right now, because I've only just got in. If I click out of this and I go on the XRPUSD chart, there we go. Clean as you like. Price is heading down. So here we go, up to that resistance zone, spike down. So what we're looking for, and I think I sent it out in the group. Let me just have a look. I think I sent this out in the group. What we're actually having a look for here is, we are having a look for buy orders at 0.7450, stop loss at 0.69. We're just going to leave this trade open, because what we've got here is, we've got this region of support. So we've got our stop loss a little bit further down here. We can handle that spike. But what I'm expecting is, as soon as price gets within this little box zone right here, we will see that reversal. And what we're hoping for is the exact same move, which is back up to that level of resistance. We'll break $1, sit above, do a retest and continue. And that's when we should be seeing new highs of around $5. If I look at some of the other charts as well, if I go on Bitcoin, again, you guys have seen this chart time and time again. Same thing, massive spike up, just like on the video. We called the correction when price is 20,000. We said that it was going to hit 8,000. If you actually go on our website, you'll be able to watch that video if you're a new member. Price has literally just hit 8,000 right now. I do still see 6,000, but I think that's just going to be because people are pumping the volumes are being dumped mainly through Bitcoin, because Bitcoin is the leader of the market. So we should expect to see this reversal back up to $24,000 in the next few months, no problem. So if I take a look at what we actually are here for, let's have a look at this week's watch list. Okay. This week's watch list, I'm going to actually do all of this from a blank chart for everybody, just so then we can get everybody up to speed on how we do our analysis as well. So if I click on here, I'm on a daily chart right there, but so I'm on an hourly chart. What I'm going to actually have a look at is I'm actually going to go to the 4-hour chart. So when you use Telegram, you're on Telegram right here. Basically what you're going to be looking to do is just use these drawing tools at the side. You click into the drawing tools and then you'll just be able to use some very simple methods just to analyze what we expect is going to happen. So if I zoom this out, what we've got here on the long term is price on the Aussie dollar on a long term trend is actually on an uptrend. I'm just going to delete all of this so that it is very clear. Right, so we're looking at Aussie dollar this week. You can see here, if I'm on a 4-hour, I'm looking at the charts from 2017 all the way up to 2018. So what we've got from 2017 is an uptrend. Again, if you guys watched the watch list videos from us before, you'll know that an uptrend is basically confirmed because it's got a series of higher highs and higher lows, and I'll explain that quite simply just for the members that are obviously new. Let me just get my logo on there. There we are. Right, so right, here we go. So what we've got here is we've got our first original high. Very simple. So what I'm looking from the start of 2017, I've got a high point, and then what I'm looking for is that reversal point. I'm looking for the extreme reversal point, so I can confirm that this here is a low point. So that's high, that's low. Now this is an uptrend because what we've got is we've actually got a high point which is previous than the original high. So that there is called a higher high. And then we've got a reversal at that higher high, and that's created a new low right there back in December, and that is what we call a higher low. And then what we've got here, if I zoom this right in, you'll actually be able to see on this chart that price actually hit the highest point, which is 0.8135, and that's actually higher than this level here, which is 0.81268. So this is still on an uptrend, and what we've got here is a new higher high. So after a higher high, you will actually expect a new higher low. And the region that you expect a higher low is simply above the previous high, the previous low, sorry. So as long as price falls anywhere within this region right there, price is still on an uptrend. And if we see a reversal sign, we know that we're going to get new highs off around $0.85. But in the near term, what I'm going to actually be looking for is this, and this is what we're going to be looking to trade this week. So I'm here on the 4-hour chart. What we'll actually be looking to do is do this. Let me just delete that. Is do this. Basically, I always start off by just drawing on a trend line. So right there, very simple trend line right there. And if I zoom this in, you can see that we've actually had a break of that trend line, a retest, and then we've continued. So if you have a look at the break, retest, and continuation PDF, which is on the full members zone on the website, what we've actually got here is a break, a retest of the trend line, and then further continuation. But where we're going to be looking for is prices should continue down to the next level of support. Now if I look at the next level of support, I'm probably going to highlight that it's round about this range right here, which is somewhere in between 0.78750 and 0.77250, which I believe is somewhere within that region right there. So Aussie dollar for the near term, we're going to probably see a pullback up to, so when the market opens, what I'm going to be looking for is a pullback up to 0.7966, and then we're going to be looking for a short down into this region at around 0.7850 or 0.78750, and that's how I analyze the chart. Now the next thing that I want to actually be looking for right here is on my bigger time frame. I've actually got a trend line. So we've got that trend, that original trend line of higher highs and higher lows. So price is still on an uptrend. So we're only going to be doing this short term because the overall trend is actually prices going up. Now what I'm going to be looking to do is, my next level of confirmation is going to be, I'm going to use my Fibonacci retracement tool. And again, same thing as last time, you can actually find this on the website. Now, I'm going to literally just extend my fib like that. Let's see if we're going to get a nice ABCD pattern right here. So if I draw my fib on right there, I'm literally looking at this as a move. So I'm just going to draw this on so everybody can see. So we're at A from the low to B, which is the high, and then my C leg is going to be on, my C leg is literally, I'm waiting to find out where price is going to retrace. But for me, I've got potentially this whole region right here. If I actually extend this out, I've got this whole region that I expect in the long term, which is price to come down and probably tap this 61.8 fib level, and maybe even go a bit further down with between the 61.8 and 78.6 before reversing. But that's probably towards the back end of the week, or even towards the that's probably towards the back end of the week, or even towards next week. But for my reversal zones, that's where I'm going to be looking for. But in the near time, what we're going to look for on Aussie dollar is simply, we're going to be doing a short play. We're going to see how the market opens up, and then we're actually going to be looking for shorts around that region. You'd be doing a long-term trade, so we'll probably have a 58 pip risk for, there we go. So 1 and 2.5 risk reward seems a decent enough risk right there. I'm going to be looking at having a stop loss at 0.8025. When we get the pullback, we're going to be entering at 0.7968, and then we're going to have our short targets to 0.7800, 0.7816. This will tap the round number right here. There we go. So that's simply what we're looking for. And then for my confirmation, what we do expect is, again, a downtrend. We'll see pullbacks, lower highs, lower lows, lower highs, lower lows, lower highs, lower lows, until this just melts all the way down to that 0.77 region. That's when we're going to be looking for potential reversals as well. Okay, spot on. So the next one that we're going to be looking at is also Aussie Japanese yen. JPY, again, I put this in the group a while ago. I think I put this in the group last year actually. Sorry, no, last week, that we're looking at Aussie Japanese yen shorts. I think we entered around about this level, 88.20. I've got my key levels here on these charts, so a very simple short play in the move. We're going to hit this 0.86, and we're actually going to probably hit further down. I'll just look at this market structure right here. I'll move this weekly support. Let me just zoom out. Again, price is now on a downtrend in the long term for this Aussie pair. Basically what I'm looking at right here is I'm basically looking at two things. If I draw on a very simple trend line from those bottoms right there, you can see we've got higher highs, higher lows, higher high, but what we've got here is this turn point from last year, all of 2017. All of 2017, sorry, towards the back end, we failed to break this previous high, which was in September 2017. Now, what we've actually got is a reversal. So what we will be seeing is a new low. So I would expect on Aussie yen, we're literally going to smash all the way back through to a minimum of this in the long term. So a long term small risk trade or small position trade would be very advisable. We're going to be looking for targets of 85.85. So let's just have a look at what this is going to look for. I'm quite bearish on this one. I'll probably have my position looking like this. We're literally going to wait. Just seeing that in. Yeah, for me, I would be literally just looking to wait out on this one. What we expect is probably going to look like a pullback since we've broken through. Retest that 8769 level up there, because that is the new resistance. That key level is now going to act as resistance. So every time price gets up to this level, we should see sell. Price bounces down. Even if it comes back up, we're going to be looking at doing a sell. There we go. And price will eventually come back up and then do a final push down. So obviously I think I mention this all the time, the market moves in waves. Again, what we should see here is very simply a series of low lows and higher lows. So that should look like this. Trend line from the largest high. Here we go, from the high from the 22nd of January, draw it through and extend it. So if I'm extending of what hasn't actually even happened right here, and basically what I'm going to be looking for is this. Pardon me. Price to be on this descending channel. There we go. So you can see support, resistance. Price bouncing up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down through that channel, but on an overall basis on a downtrend. So I'm going to have the opposite to what we had previously, which was you've got your original high, you've got a low. Now look at this high point right here. I'm clicking exactly where that is, right there. Now if you notice that this high point is actually lower than the previous high, That there is called a higher low. And then if we have a look here, look at this spike. Look at that spike through. That there, right there, is called a lower low. And the reason why that is called a lower low is because it's lower than the original low. Now, what we're looking for right here is a lower high, which isn't really structured for a lower high. Yeah, is a new lower. Sorry, it's a new lower low because we've got this higher low right there. So we should see a new lower low, which we're going to get. Now, I think this lower low is probably going to tap that support level right there, and really probably get to. Yeah, I think that entry should be quite valid. What we're going to be looking for is price as soon as the market opens to flex around here, swing back up to 7.68, melt down, because we should see, let me just draw this on, we should see lower low, we'll get a new high low, should see reversal. So I'm going to be waiting until the 7th, so maybe Wednesday on this trade. And then basically what I'm going to be looking for is I'm going to take a short position. I'm literally just going to ride this one all the way down. If price comes back up, I'm going to take another entry. So I'm going to be still risk-free on my original entry. I might take a piece, but basically what I'm going to be looking for is taking another entry until we do the final push, because the structure, the market structure, is going to give me another lower low, another higher low, and then hopefully we should melt down to the final lower low, which is obviously going to be down here on target. So quite simple when you put it like this. It's just understanding your key levels, read the PDFs. If you have any questions, send me your charts via Telegram or via this new system that we've got, EchoFin, and then just get in touch, and then let's see if we can all see the same thing and sing off the same page as well. If you actually have a look at this structure right here, I know this isn't in our watch list, but I'm actually going to go to USD Mexican dollar. We took this trade last week and that went to the T. USD XN. Now I know quite a lot of you took a piece of this trade when price obviously melted down and then price pulled back up, so we're potentially going to be looking for further shorts as well. So again, if we have a look, exactly very similar trend here: lower low, lower high, lower low, low high. We're in this ascending channel right there. You can see it. Price literally just going down, up, respecting that outer trend line of the channel, down, across, down, up. Here we go. Yeah. So I know a lot of you obviously took a piece, bear me 2 seconds, our stop loss was 0.7722, 0.7225, there we go. So that's what this trade looks like from last week. Obviously we called the lower low, the lower high, we had the trend line break, and we had a small retest right here. Now price melted down. I know quite a few of the members took a piece right there, and we said that we went for a new lower low. And price pulled back up to the lower high, which was actually expected. If you look back at the charts, we expected this pullback right here. So hopefully we should see this final lower low taking us in at target. The Mexicans actually have some news and some data coming out tomorrow actually. So we should see some action tomorrow. Hopefully this will continue to sink. I know that the US dollar got some strength. However, I'm still quite confident on this bias that we're still going to hit 18.10, and then finally the next one out on our watch list here is going to be let's have a look. Yeah, we'll go for Euro New Zealand dollar. Euro New Zealand dollar. I think we got a beautiful trade on this one quite some time ago, probably towards the back end of October last year. Looking at this chart right here, we are in a critical reversal zone. The strength of the euro is absolutely smashing it through. Quite a lot of volume. Well, the majority of the volume in the FX market actually goes through Euro USD. It's quite surprising. But this pair moves fast. It swings completely fast, and you can see there's always some massive candles and some massive momentum that happens on Euro USD. But for me, for the euro, for Euro USD, but the other euro pairs still benefit from this. So for Euro New Zealand dollar, if we take a look right here, what I expect, I'm literally just going to draw on there. That right there is a level of previous support on this side, but what we've got is a level of resistance. So Euro New Zealand dollar, quite simply for me, there's further upside on the euro pair. What we've got right here is the trend line. We're sitting above the moving averages right there if I zoom in. Now our targets are quite simple for this one. We're literally going to hit 1.720, possibly move up, and if we break this, we're going to see 1.74 for Euro New Zealand dollar. So my move's probably going to look slight pullback to the open of the market, price to retest around this 1.69 zone, and then we should fly up. Well, actually, I probably think we're just going to fly straight through that zone, and then I think that's the final push for the euro before we start to see price melting down as the US dollar actually gains some serious strength as well. That can be confirmed by just simply looking at Euro USD. So again, the euro pairs will move quite similar. If you look at Euro USD, again, you've seen these trades before. If you look at our video from the previous watch list video that we did on the 10th of January, you would have seen that we obviously called this trade right here, ABCD, from 1.1925 all the way up, and I think we called 1.28, but I think that's probably going to be a little bit later on in the year, and we do need to see some pullback. So I'm just going to zoom into this right here. Right, here we go. 1 hour. We sent out a quick short trade just before the market closed the other day, and I think we entered. Yeah, bear me 2 seconds. We sent out the signal right here. What I expect is, my bias is still the fact that Euro USD is going to be going up and up and up. However, what I see in the near term is there's got to be some pullback for that final leg up. Again, if I zoom this out, let me just zoom this out, you can see here we've got, if I zoom this out, we are in a channel, and again we've got higher highs, higher low. Again, I do expect another higher high. So before we get this high, I think we're going to play around this trend line here, and there's some manipulation trying to give us that potential make or break, but we will still, should smash through the target of the 1.260. We hit 1.25, that's a level of resistance, so it's probably going to play about, retest 1.25 a few times, float like this before smashing through and hopefully getting to 1.2615, which is our ultimate target right there. But in the near term, for Euro USD, again, after we got rejected at that 1.25 level right here, it was quite obvious that we're going to be hitting this trend line. We went to the trend line, spiked once, I think we're going to probably spike down again, so that should complete our trade here, which I think was, yeah, our target to 1.2420. So near term, spike down there. I think we're going to float around here for a while till maybe the 5th or the 6th, sorry, until maybe, I don't know, maybe about the 6th or the 7th before seeing any sort of reversals towards the back end of the week for Euro USD. But for me, I'm just literally going to wait to, before I take on any further trades, I'm going to see what happens on this make or break level right there, which is going to be this trend line. We need to see what is happening around this zone right there, because it's quite important for the fact that the market's always going to try and fake you out. It moves, if somebody makes money, somebody else loses money, so I'm not going to be taking any trades on Monday unless we see something that we're quite comfortable with and quite pretty certain on as well. So in terms of moving forward, yeah, that's basically what we're looking at. It looks like we're going to get a quite nice open actually on Euro USD. If I check the Telegram group, I think we had targets. Spare me 2 seconds. Let me just double check this for you. So there we go. Yeah, targets 1.2428, stop loss 1.2479. I know quite a lot of you obviously kept this open. You can see right here, TradingView's class, because it actually lets you, for some reason on a Sunday, you can see the volumes going through TradingView. So I think we're going to get a little gap when the market opens right here. You can see we've got lows of 1.2430, so that gives me quite some confidence for the fact that we should actually get through and hit the target of 1.2428. Hopefully we reach that as the market opens in an hour and 12 minutes. But for now, we'll finish off. I think that's probably going to be it for the analysis side. Let's take a look at this new system. Let's see what we have got going on. Thank you very much for obviously joining our system. Let me just have a look at XRPUSD. I think we just had a spike down finally. 0.77. It hasn't quite hit, but hasn't quite hit that support level. Could it be the reversal? Possibly. I think we just need to wait till 10 o'clock and see if we get that final push down. We're still quite close. So let's just have a look. How fucking close is that? 0.77. So the pending order hasn't been hit yet, but we just need obviously just keep an eye on this one. Let's see. But so far so good. It's done exactly what we wanted it to do. I do need it to just get right in there. Potentially this could be the move, because again, if we have a look, that is a higher low. Again, I'll quickly just type this out. So you've got a low, same thing, same move. This is exactly what I did on that video. So definitely take a look at that previous video from December. We got our high. This is looking promising. This is looking like this is the move. We've got high low right there. We've got a high, so that's just confirmed uptrend. Uptrend is confirmed right there. Next thing, after a high, you get a higher low, so potentially that could well be the actual reversal right now. Still probably worth an entry manually, small risk. Probably put your stop loss just under 77 and then just see how this one pans out. Or if we see 8.3, then I think that's probably it. That's the last kiss. And then again, finally, what we should get is a new high with that pair. High, low, higher high, higher low, higher high. Potentially get a higher low back at 0.95. We'll break through, do the retest, $5. Let's keep an eye on Ripple. Again, all these coins are probably going to do a similar move, except Bitcoin. I think Bitcoin is literally going to continue to fall as they all move out of sync. I'll just quickly have a look at Ethereum. I know quite a lot of us have stakes in Ethereum. Yeah. Again, if you notice right here on this 1 hour chart, Ethereum, that's looking quite comfortable. That is actually retracing quite nicely because we've got that wick right there. So price obviously got down to the low of 783, and it's moving back up within this last hour. If I look at the 5-minute chart, again, if price sits on top of this moving average above 820, that is good confirmation that this is potentially that reversal that we're obviously looking for right now. But yeah, I'll keep you guys posted. So yeah, member zone. Take a look at the member zone. We've got the app on the telephone. You got your apps on your smartphone. Sorry, but have a look at the app on your computer. You get much better service on your computer. If you click on here, you'll actually get to see when we do live broadcasts. You literally click on that live button right there. You'll be able to see exactly what we see, and we'll obviously talk you through. So this is how we're going to use our webinars going in the future. So get on the computer, press the live button. That will only be there when we're doing a live broadcast. What you've actually got is you guys as full members actually have full access to our signals page. Again, obviously you see the EURUSD one. Full member zone where we just do our normal general chart, and I'll do some education because I'm very enthusiastic about getting you guys independent. And then how it works, that will take you just to the normal page. Obviously you guys are already full members anyway, so you won't need that. But the full members training zone is actually going to only be on here. I've taken it off the website. It's only going to be on this system. So if you go on the system on your PC, you'll be able to go to full members zone. It will take you to that page. Just stick the password in the page, and then there we go. Full members zone right there, where you've got the video recordings, you've got our previous watch list. You've got the PDF training modules on there. You've got the request a pair feature as well. GBP, USD, Bitcoin, Ripple, etc. And then obviously our recent blog posts as well. You've got recommended brokers. Again, we're all on brokers. Request to trade. This is that request to pair button. So if you're doing analysis and if you really want to learn how to trade on your own, you've got to put your ideas on paper. This is a great tool because it allows you to, will give you confidence in understanding and knowing that your analysis is doing exactly what you want it to do. So definitely I would recommend taking a look at that. Our YouTube channel, I've literally just created this YouTube channel today. I'm going to start doing a bit on YouTube, just putting our analysis on once it's obviously completed. But yeah, subscribe to our channel, tell people about it. I may as well just put the videos on there, just for the simple vanity of just being able to put them on there as well. This obviously has some extremely cool features on the new system now. We've got live crypto updates, so you can have a live price action of what things are doing. You've got your calendar. Now your calendar is very important because this actually lets you know when, if I mention in the group that you've got high impact data, this lets you know what data is coming out, and it also lets you know what impact it could have on the volatility of the market, so you can select. So high impact, if I look at this week, again, Mexican dollar, you've got Constitution Day for USD MXN. Sorry, for the any pairs that end that are Mexican pesos. So that's why I believe the Mexican peso is going to melt down, because if this data or if this news is negative for the Mexican peso, then we will literally see sorry, if this data is positive for the Mexicans, then basically what we're going to see is a meltdown in USD MXN to take us to obviously target. Quite comfortable on that one. And then you've got crypto rankings. This lets you know the market cap and the price of each crypto coin live as well. You can see it all flashing right there. You've got your foreign exchange calculators now. A lot of people have obviously switched brokers, not using plus 500, you're using MetaTrader. So when we talk about pips, this will actually calculate the pips, and also calculate how much things will equate to. So if I looked at EURUSD, and I'm going to take a short from its current rate, which is 0.2452. Now I think we've actually put on here the short is going to be, so I think we took the short right there. We've got a target of 0.228. So our target right here on this entry that we've done is a 31 pip target, 31 points, which is simply an entry of 0.2460 minus 0.2428, which is a target. So that's a 31 pip target. Okay, now if I go on the FX calculator and I target minus 31, pardon me. So if I'm looking at a plus 31 pips, I'm calculating that, and that is going to be 310. Will actually be GBP for pounds. So it's a £310 trade if I took a standard lot, which is basically a 1.00. If I took a mini lot, which is 0.10, that's £1 per point. So that's £31. If I took a micro lot, which is 10 pence a point, then it's £3.10. So standard, which is 1.00, is is basically £10 a point, which is £310 as well. You've got talking Twitter on here. I've just literally put that on. There's not really going to be much happening on there. You've got your charts as well. Again, this takes it from the different charts, so you can actually see what's going on price. So everything's actually on here, so you should only really need our system to be able to trade. And then again, you've got your charts from TradingView as well. So this is actually mapped from TradingView. So if you wanted to look at XRPUSD, which is Ripple, there you can actually see here price is 0.80, and you can see that on TradingView as well. Cool. By the way, I think this move is actually happening right now on Ripple. Yeah, I'd probably say that there is the spike. That is a nice spike up right there. Let's just have a look. I think this is actually reversing. We're on 9 o'clock right now. This is potentially reversing, so here we go. And then finally, I think that's pretty much it for the new system. Obviously, one thing I definitely want you guys to do is turn on your notifications. Turn it on your mobile phones. Turn on the notifications all over, because you don't want to obviously miss out you definitely do not want to miss out by just not having your notifications on. So if you have any questions, obviously ask us. But for now, thank you very much for taking part to our watch list. We've actually been an hour. I didn't expect it to take this long. But yeah, let's just keep in touch.